All right. Hi.
Hi,
And welcome,
and welcome
to
to Specifically Devoid.
We have a guest. We're like almost a real podcast.
We're almost a real podcast. Woo!
Please
So excited for you guys.
Please welcome Joanna Van
Thuyne.
You did it.
Okay.
Yeah, you did it.
Bonus points.
Joanna is a filmmaker, actress, podcaster, all-around creative mind who runs the very apt named Apocalypse Now podcast, a podcast that ponders the question if this is the end times. Please welcome Joanna.
Hello, welcome to the apocalypse.
Yes, we've been here for quite some time in this apocalypse.
Yeah.
People that don't realize it, but it's a slow burn. I feel it's been creeping up on us.
Yes, for at least 2,000 years.
Yeah. I started the podcast in 2017. So I called it first.
That was the year before. That was the year after the actual apocalypse of 2016.
So you think it started? I think we were all feeling it in 2016.
2016 was like a horrible year for me personally.
Yeah, where were you guys in 2016?
I was a senior in high school. My dad had died. My dad had died in March. I was like the worst wreck ever.
So your senior graduation fell in 2016, and your college graduation fell in 20. Just to remind you.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man.
Yeah, you were so lucky. I was just a sophomore in high school.
Oh.
I was a sophomore in high school when 9/11 happened.
Oh, that's a different type of tragedy.
I'm just, we're comparing apocalypses. Some would say that it started then.
Yeah.
I have no memories before like 2003. Like no active memories.
I was only born in 2000, so I really don't have any memories of that time period.
You're both young. I graduated from high school in 2003. What was life like in 2003? There were no cell phones. Absolutely no cell phones. It's like I'm the old person telling the two young people. This is what it was like.
My dad had
a cell phone. I had a little brick phone. That's what it was.
My dad had the cell phone in like 2004, and he had like this horrible. It's definitely outdated now, but it was this horrible bowling game. That like.
Oh yeah, I know the bowling game.
It was really bad, and like it was like the brick game where like you have to like move the bar.
You mean Snake?
No.
Where it's the snake eating the stuff?
No,
that game was lit.
Like, it's like bars, and then like there's the little ball and the moving scrolling thing.
Oh,
that, like you have to tap off.
Pong. It's like the first Atari game.
It's like Pong, but there's the bricks. I'm not sure how.
Is it similar to Tetris?
No.
No, that's when you move the bricks.
Right.
No, the bricks are stationary, and you're trying to destroy the bricks with the ball, but like with the sensor.
Breakout.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was like on a phone, so it was worse. It was like tremendously worse.
Can I get the points for the next game show for getting that right?
There was this system called Sega. It was like a handheld thing.
Sega Game Gear.
What it was called.
I had one. Sega Game Gear.
Yeah, there was a game like that, and it was called Woody Pop. I'm just remembering that now.
Woody Pop.
Yeah, it was like a little brick plate of wood at the bottom that would hit a ball that would make bricks disappear.
That's my country music artist name, Woody Pop.
There you go.
That's my porn star name. Woody
a little
Pop.
Bit country, a little bit pop.
That's the lesser known cousin of Kid Rock.
That's Kid
My
Rock.
My name is Woody Pop.
Bawitdaba is a genre bending song.
I'll admit it, I fucking loved that song when it came out. I was also in high school and dumb.
Kid Rock was a genre-bending artist.
Yeah.
Bawitdaba, they're not even real words. Genius.
Does Kid Rock even know real words?
No, he doesn't.
No. That's the name of the podcast episode, by the way, is Does Kid Rock Even Know Real Words?
I'm pretty sure it's Woody Pop. Like, there's
I love it.
So, tell us a little bit about how you started podcasting. The struggle.
I think I started in 2010, just in general, off and on. But I started this podcast in 2017 as a joke. And then the pandemic happened and it got kind of awkward. And now every city is burning, so it's even more awkward to try to make light of the fact that there's I thought it would be funny because the way I deal with things that bother me is by laughing at it.
It started as a comedy, and now it's a non-fiction.
Yeah, it's Joanna awkwardly laughing at things that aren't supposed to be funny. I'm just like, this is just how I cope.
That's our podcast.
That's literally our Kobe Bryant died in real time while we were recording our pilot podcast. Like,
oh yeah, our whole pilot was basically, holy shit, what just happened?
Yeah.
Every like monumental events just happened to happen while we're recording.
Oh yeah.
What happened last time? Wait, we'll see if Trump's another announcement while we're recording this.
It was something.
Our first podcast, Kobe died. Our second podcast, Pete Buttigieg dropped out.
Oh, were you sad about that? Too bad.
No, but it was definitely something impactful that happened.
Okay.
I mean, I'm an Andrew Yang
I would
guy.
say I don't give a shit about Buttigieg, but that's just me.
I'm an Andrew Yang guy through and through.
Oh,
I
do like him.
I always pick like the clearly somebody who's not gonna win, and I just uproot them.
Everyone root for the underdog.
Yeah, I really wanted.
I understand that.
I really wanted Jeb Bush to be president, like way more than I should have.
I disagree with that.
That was a bad choice.
But Micah, we both know that I disagree with that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Joe Biden? Both of you.
I try not to.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
It's like if you
have to vote. This is my dream.
I do.
Have to vote.
I
have
know.
To do it.
Not too stoked about it, but I know.
Hey, I wasn't stoked about it in 2016. Not going to be stoked, but better to vote not stoked than to not vote at all. That's a tongue twister.
That's a catchphrase.
I couldn't say that.
Put that on a t-shirt. There's your Micah, first t-shirt, guys.
Micah, send that to Sam for his campaign slogan when he eventually runs for president of the United States.
Than to stoke.
Better to vote not stoked than not vote at all.
Beautiful.
Sam would love that way too much.
That should be your generation's voting slogan.
I just feel like our generation takes it too far to make a joke out of everything. Like, meme culture has just become culture.
I honestly was nervous getting on a podcast with you guys because I was like, oh, are they going to try to troll me?
No.
I'm glad to know that you guys are nice.
We were thinking
about
it.
I'm glad that we're nice.
We were thinking about it, but we didn't.
No.
Oh, yeah?
We were gonna act like you were OJ and then be surprised when you weren't.
Yeah, we were.
See, I would have run with it, and you would have been like, "What the fuck is this bitch doing?" It's improv, yes, and
yes, and
yes.
Do you have experience with improv in college?
I went to the Upright Citizens Brigade Training Center, RIP, in New York City from 2015 to 2017. So I moved to New York at like the worst possible time.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot. Improv's really fun. It helps you creatively and socially. I'm very awkward, and it helps me in awkward situations.
Oh yeah, we both.
I agree.
We both did improv.
You do improv?
Yeah.
Yeah,
both?
I'm
currently the president of our college's improv club.
Oh, congratulations.
As of
That's a big responsibility.
It sure is.
Do you schedule all the parties afterwards? Well, you can't party now.
Well, I haven't done anything yet because I was just voted in a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Have you done any Zoom improv things? A lot of people at UCB are doing that. We've
done like Zoom reunions where we're not really doing improv, but we're just sort of making jokes and talking with each other and whatnot.
Yeah, you should follow this girl. She was one of my teachers. Her Instagram handle is Cotter Poop. She's Caroline Cotter. She's one of the funniest people I know, and they have a few Zoom improv sessions on their Instagram TV. You guys would probably really like it.
Nice. I'll look into that. That sounds very fun.
She's very funny. Very cool.
Absolutely. Micah, did you have more questions?
Yeah, what do you think of? Do you think it's the end of the world?
Probably. I mean, it's got to be eventually.
You guys aren't giving me hope. It's like every answer is like,
I mean, like, it's got to be eventually, and I feel like
You're never going to be super stoked.
I mean, I saw a horse yesterday. That's one horse of the apocalypse. I mean, I got
any horse.
Any horse is a horse of the apocalypse.
What if you see like old reruns of Mr. Ed on TV? Be like, oh, there's another horse apocalypse.
I saw a horse on the news yesterday. There's 2 horses.
Oh, these horses are getting out of hand.
It definitely feels like ever since I graduated high school, things like 2016. I feel like that's become like the peak of like CNN has just become the most depressing thing ever.
Yeah.
And like every news station just decides to just say the same thing, and
they jump on it. They just want a reaction from people.
Mm.
They want you to be angry and sad.
They don't do news anymore. They do like opinion shows with certain characters. I just did like a whole paper on that about how like local news is the best because it actually gives you news, whereas like more national 24/7 news stations are just kind of like, these are this one specific person's opinion about what's going on.
Here's the thing you need to keep in mind with local news. A lot of stations are owned by the same company, and they send out scripts.
We do.
And you can see supercuts of like 5 or 10 different news stations reading the same script.
There's one specific video where it was like hundreds of news stations reading the same script about something, all owned by the same one like news company, Sinclair Broadcasting.
Yeah, like Amazon is getting in trouble for not providing PPE for their workers and making them work, like dogs basically. And they put together this informational video for all the local news stations with a package, send them out to all of the local news stations around the country, give them all the same script, and you have a built-in commercial for your brand.
I saw that.
I'm not treating people bad. Check it out. The news says I'm treating people good. So
yeah, but Amazon owns the Washington Post, which is like cheating.
Yeah. But journalism is important. It just depends on where you get your information, and you have to do your own research too. It sucks. You can't depend on it. You can't depend on straight. Like, I listen to NPR because that's just like, they are as biased as they can be. Like, they do have an opinion. They do have a side, but I couldn't listen to Fox News because that would probably break whatever I was listening to.
Right. Hold on. I might look like I'm not paying attention, but I sent out some social media stuff asking for questions earlier, so I'm seeing if we've gotten any of those.
I got a question.
You've got a question?
Yeah, our buddy the boy. I'm just gonna call him the boy.
The boy?
The boy.
Yes.
The boy. He said, why do animals make such great memes?
Well, animals make great memes. It's the overall question about the internet. The internet itself is revealing so many truths in our lives, And the first thing to really go viral were cats. And we're really seeing how adorable cats are, and we're seeing how smart dogs are, and generally how wonderful animals are, thanks to the internet and people videotaping it and putting it up there. So the internet has good things, and the internet has bad things. Animal memes are good things. Animals are generally cooler than people. I'm just going to say it.
I agree. I like dogs. Someday I hope to own at least 10.
Aw. I have one Chihuahua. Her name is Trixie.
Oh my goodness.
She's an angel.
She's already my favorite.
One day I hope to have like a whole flock of Chihuahuas following me everywhere I go.
That sounds so cute. We have another question from someone anonymously on my Snapchat story.
Ooh, oh God.
Favorite artists that you've discovered during quarantine?
Discovered during quarantine. I interviewed Dave Hill for my show, and he came out with a comedy album, The Pride of Cleveland, and that's a pretty funny. It's something to get you completely your mind off of what's going on and just laugh for 45 minutes.
Right.
And he also, if you like heavy metal, he has a band called Witch Taint, and they also have a new album out.
That's the most quintessential heavy metal band name I think I've heard.
I'm jealous that they came up with that. But those 2 albums are really good, and I discovered him early on the quarantine. So.
Yeah. Also, I haven't discovered like a new artist, but I have been listening to the soundtrack of the musical The Jagged Little Pill.
Oh, really?
That musical? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been just listening to that when I'm not listening to podcasts.
Has that been on hold? It hasn't been able to perform at all because of everything, or was it on Broadway at some point?
I think it was on Broadway. I think it got to Broadway before all of the pandemic stuff happened, but I've been listening to the soundtrack of it on Spotify.
Is it like all of her music, or is it just Jagged Little Pill?
It's songs from Jagged Little Pill, and then some extra songs written just to sort of help out the story of the musical.
Oh, one of my first albums was Jagged Little Pill, Little Angry Joanna in Philadelphia. No idea what the song meant, but I was like, I know, I'm so angry.
That's a mood. I used to listen to young me listened to a lot of Sum 41.
Oh. What about Avril Lavigne? Or was it just Sum 41?
Yeah. Mostly just Sum 41, a little Avril Lavigne too.
Have you seen the meme of the lead singer of Sum 41 that he became a casualty of society?
That's funny. That's funny.
Don't listen to Sum 41 with Blink 182.
Is that a direct cause of marrying Avril Lavigne, or is that?
I think that marriage went south pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. She has new music out.
Apparently. They have sort of Sum 41. They've been
really?
back on their feet. Yeah, they've been. I think they made a new album. I don't know if it's come out yet, but working hard.
I just remember that one song, but that's it. I'm more of a My Chemical Romance fan.
Yes, that is the one album I've ever purchased off of iTunes.
Nice.
Is the Welcome to the Black Parade album.
Of course, the classic.
Classic.
I kind of freaked out when they announced their tour, and then 2020 happened, so I'm like, I don't think I'm going to go see them. I don't think it's happening.
That's another album that should be made into like a musical, because it just makes sense.
I am a huge fan of theirs, and I would love to turn their music into a musical, but I think it should be all of their music over all of their albums and be like a story about them, because everyone loves them. But we'll see. I don't think it'll ever happen. I don't think Gerard would ever let it happen. He'd be like, no, you're not turning my music into a Broadway show. And just be like, please, just let me do it.
How about off-Broadway?
How about we just do like a weird movie where everybody like comes dressed up and they perform along with the movie? I'm sure he would be down for that. He'd be like, I'll think about it.
I'm pretty sure that's just the movie Yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
The Beatles. That movie seems very interesting.
Moulin Rouge also kind of did it. What was the Beatles one? Across the Universe also did it. That's a good movie.
There's been an uptick in those sort of band/artist biopic movies.
It's because it's easy to do and everybody cashes in. That's what Hollywood does.
The Dewey Cox story is probably the best one of all of those.
The Dewey Cox story?
Yeah.
The Dewey... I know I've seen that.
It's with John C. Reilly.
Oh, yes, I have seen that. That is really good.
I'm pretty sure it's on Showtime right now.
That's funny.
I just want to listen to comfort music, so I've been, it's not music, and it's probably not comforting, but I watch a lot of Dave Chappelle, because I think Dave Chappelle is like a genius in every aspect.
He's very funny. Even his new stuff?
Oh.
Controversial. I love it.
From him, it's said well. I don't think by anybody else it would have come off as, like, elegant.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm pretty sure in April, the Mark Twain Prize, like, special that came out on Netflix. And it's, like, all about him. He did, like, stand-up, like, the night before he got the prize. It's, like, all these celebrities just, like, saying how great he is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely... it's surprising that he came back, because after the Chappelle show, he went away for a while.
Yeah, he just went to Africa.
Yeah, well, he was like, don't want to do this fame thing, which is understandable, because I think they just wanted to control what he was doing and put him under... they wanted him to, like, produce, like, South Park produces, probably.
Yeah. And then Netflix pulled out their fat wallet and was like, are you sure, Mr. Chappelle?
Yeah. There's so much comedy on Netflix. Do you feel like it's oversaturated?
I don't think you can oversaturate with comedy, because there's a lot of different things that appease to different people. So, like, it might be oversaturated for someone who just generically likes comedy, but for someone who's more, like, specific in how they choose things, there's a perfect amount for them on Netflix.
Yeah,
so you can pick and choose what people you want to listen to.
Yeah. That's my opinion.
I feel like there's when you got a TV deal as a comedian, that was a big deal to show that you have the talent and you know the art form. And I feel like a lot of TV deals and TV specials wouldn't make them as special as they used to be.
Yeah.
Like when you got an HBO special, that was like a big deal.
That was the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Robin Williams Live on Broadway DVD.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
And then like Kevin Hart just had one that went to theaters instead of going on TV.
Yeah.
Which was like, that was crazy to me at the time. It was like, is Kevin Hart that big?
To have people go to a movie theater to watch his stand-up, and he performed it, I think, in the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. So, which is like a huge stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that like comedians sell out like 50,000 seats.
Yeah.
People just want to laugh, but we don't know where comedy's going to go after this pandemic, and I don't think this pandemic is going anywhere anytime soon. So that's why I've been trying to do the podcast as much as possible.
I think it's going to be a lot of inventive and creative stuff.
Yeah.
Coming out of just people haven't quite figured out how to do that yet.
I'm hoping, things change, the election happens, and things are good. And I think people will go more towards like absurd humor, something just for the sake of laughing. Like I really think that's what people are going to be searching for. But like right now is not the time for absurdity.
Yeah, I think
it's
comedy,
already absurd.
I think popular comedy is definitely going to start leaning towards more of like the absurd random humor that the Gen Z kids love to laugh at on the internet.
What's your favorite? Do you watch Adult Swim?
Yes.
Not really. No. I used to
a lot, and I sort of like their YouTube channel a little bit.
Okay. I stopped. Like I don't get it anymore. I'm old. I don't get it.
They had like the couple of old shows that were like really, really good that a lot of people watched, and then just sort of fizzled out.
I think they just have Rick and Morty, and that's why people still watch Adult Swim.
Is that where Rick and Morty airs?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I've never watched an episode.
I mean, it's a good show, but
I mean, I got turned off by the fan base.
Yeah, the Szechuan sauce incident.
The Szechuan sauce, the pickle Rick.
Yeah, it's it sucks because like when people make something and then people react to it in like a shitty bro kind of way.
Yeah,
it ruins it for everybody else.
It's like the people who really liked Game of Thrones, like season 5 and 6. It's just like calm down a little bit. It's dragons.
I was fine with it. As a filmmaker, I really respected the work that went into it. I didn't necessarily love the writing, but the fact that they did 30 overnight shoots like blows my mind because overnight shoots suck. They suck so much.
That sounds exhausting.
It is.
They just have that.
And you can't, and like there were a couple there that were in different departments and their kids were being watched by their parents because like they had to work.
Right.
So they sacrificed time away from their kids to make this, and then everybody just makes fun of it, and I'm like, They were lazy, but it sucks because I think everyone wanted instant gratification. They didn't want to wait for the books to finish. They wanted things done, and they needed it wrapped up, but do it as good as George. But will George ever finish the books? I don't know.
I would love to see him finish the books for none of it to be anything close to what they actually did on Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I think he has them done, but he's like has something like written in a will somewhere that like how J.D. Salinger did, like 50 years after my death, release these.
Or maybe he'll die and someone will just release them without his consent, like Harper Lee.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Oh, I have that book somewhere.
The Harper Lee book?
The To Kill a Mockingbird sequel that like makes no sense.
Did you read it?
Yeah,
I
read it.
What's it about?
It's like the main girl character, like as an adult, reminiscing about the events of To Kill a Mockingbird, sort of, and like her dad, but like the dad who, in like, you can tell that this was written before To Kill a Mockingbird, because like the dad who like stood up for justice is like a little racist.
Yeah, the book is like Atticus Finch is actually racist.
Yeah, and
it's
like
surprise.
But like but it does make sense contextually, because like she's not thinking that her dad was racist. She's thinking of like her dad as like somebody who stood up for people, like someone who's like an amazing trial lawyer.
Well, that's a very accurate thing to portray. I mean, as you get older, you realize things about your parents that you wouldn't realize when you were younger. You realize they're flawed. They're not perfect. So maybe it does make sense that he's actually a little bit racist.
That's fair. Sorry, I thought I heard dog barking for a second.
Oh no! What kind of dog do you have?
I have a Beagle Terrier mix.
Oh my gosh!
Her name is Eliza. She's like 8 years old. She's getting old.
Oh, Eliza's a great name, though. We're just gonna talk about dogs the rest of this time.
Yeah, this is the specifically Devoid podcast.
Devoid.
Talking about all things dogs.
So you guys said you wanted to play a trick to make me think I was OJ, or to...
We were just gonna like ask you questions that were just for OJ Simpson.
Yeah, like,
what do you want to ask OJ Simpson?
Everything.
Only about his golf career.
Only about movies and Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, nothing about his whereabouts on a certain night, or...
Oh, never.
No.
Everybody else can ask him that stuff.
But the allegations, again, the fact that he went to prison for a little bit?
For something completely different than the thing most people think he went to prison for.
It doesn't even resemble killing people. Or not.
You want to know about his Twitter habits? Like, does he schedule his tweets? Do they just come to him?
Oh, we want to know, like when's the proper time to use a wedge against the 9-iron?
Yeah. Just like,
how exactly do you know that Carol Baskin killed her husband?
Right. Yeah. Do you have any tips about golf that you'd like to share?
If you killed is it Howard Baskin?
Carol Baskin?
No, his
husband.
Yeah.
Howard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
If you were to kill Howard Baskin, how would you do it?
Tigers.
That's what it sounds like.
I remember them doing the verdict of the first trial and saying he was not guilty. I was in 4th grade in my Catholic school, and they had the radio on.
In 4th grade, they were talking about the OJ trial.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Now that you think about it.
What was that like amongst your peers? The conversation, like, did you hear he's not guilty? Like,
well, it was a lot of what your parents thought at the time. So I was a little white girl, and a Catholic school. I did have black classmates, but it was pretty like we thought that he was going to get convicted. We thought he was guilty. And then you're sitting there, you think that everybody thinks the same as you, right? And then when they they gave the verdict, half the people said yes, and half the people said I remember my teachers being angry. I do remember that, and they were both white. So it was very awkward, because it's like, 5th grade, like, why was I listening to that live?
It was like the biggest story.
That's like the start of, like, the biggest trial. That's trial of the century or something.
Yeah, that's like the start of celebrity culture, of like really caring about everything. That's where the Kardashians became famous.
Right.
That's where Faye Resnick, I'm pretty sure that's her name.
Okay, so I referenced 9/11, and now we're talking about OJ. Do you think the OJ trial started the apocalypse? Is it that slow of a burn?
I think the Rodney King beatings
started
it, because like that was, correct me if I'm wrong, that was like the first actual time that like police were on videotape beating an African American man, and then they all got like they all got acquitted. Like nothing
I mean,
really happened.
yes, it was the first time it was on video, but it's not the first time that it's
Oh
happened.
no, not the first time that happened, but the first time it was on video, and like it was like the police are corrupt. Like you can see it. Like it's not even hearsay. Like you can see that they're just beating a guy to basically death. Like they didn't kill him, but they were just beating him.
And now we're in 2020, and it happened again. It happened like
And
4 or 5 times during a pandemic.
And now they're just arresting protesters for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're just now they just don't care.
Are you guys doing anything for the to protest at all?
I haven't been able to go out to protest. I've been sharing like donation links and stuff.
Yeah.
On my social media. But
there
I
are petitions you can sign too. Signing petitions is a big help.
I believe I
Yes.
signed a petition on change.org.
They do have these things also. I mean, I'm sure people listening to this are younger. They have these lists of you can donate if you click on YouTube videos to watch them. It gives them a bigger rank on YouTube and they get seen better. So if you guys, took some time to watch some YouTube videos, that's something you can absolutely do. That's really easy. I'm very worried to go out and to protest because I'm still worried about a pandemic.
That's one of the big reasons why is because like
my
partner is not in the best of health, and I wouldn't be able to, like, my partner's the only person I could see outside of my family.
Mm-hmm.
So like I wouldn't be able to see them if I went out and protested and somehow got the virus.
Yeah. It's a big risk people are taking.
Yeah. Back on the OJ thing for a second. I just want to get your opinions on this one specific question.
About OJ?
Sort of related to OJ. Do you think it's been long enough for them to bring the Ford Bronco back?
Ooh, that was the first televised chase, I believe, in U.S. history. And it's so iconic, I don't think they could bring it back, especially these days. God, no. Not these days. Not in 2020. Do not bring back the Bronco in 2020. Maybe to revamp it, and if the Ford Bronco profits went to something, that'd be cool. But
what if they just didn't come out in a white model?
Yeah.
Like if it was like
the eggshell Ford Bronco.
Eggshells is pretty close to white as you can get.
The macaroni Ford
I mean,
Bronco.
It's also the same reason why they probably don't fix the DeLorean. It's just history at this point. No one's gonna.
I don't know. There's got to be like 10 people who would spend upwards of $30,000 to own a DeLorean to sit in their garage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna be like, I know people that would buy a white Bronco. I'm like, really?
I mean, I know people that would probably buy a white Bronco if it was like cheap enough.
Yeah, I know people who would buy it as a joke.
If it was like a lemon.
Right. Yeah. Micah, is it time to play the game?
Oh, what game?
There's a game. Oh yeah, the game.
Yes, the game. First off, for all of our older viewers there, you've just lost the game.
Yes.
Wait, am I old? Did I lose?
No.
Wait, am I old?
I think if you have to ask, you already know.
Yeah. I love telling people this. They actually call my marketing demographic senior millennial. So I was born in 85. So
that's funny.
I'm one of the fucking seniors. I guess I should think of it as like a senior in a school, and I could like knock the books out of the hands of the other millennials if I wanted to.
You just knock our paychecks.
You have millennial senioritis.
Yeah. I'm just like, what? No, boomers have senioritis.
Oh my god.
What did you think of like the whole
senior,
OK?
Am I right?
Did you think that like OK Boomer was like an effective thing? Do you think that people got too butthurt over OK Boomer?
I think it's trolling brought to life, really, is what OK Boomer is. But it's just
the reaction to things like OK Boomer and like the Karen meme.
Oh man, Chads. I have so many characters that I've written named Chad.
Is Chad always a varsity football player?
Lacrosse.
Yeah, he always has a drinking problem and pushes his girlfriend violently. Yeah.
You gotta have a Daniel whose like parents solve everything.
Oh
And
yeah, he has to have like pristine shoes so you can be like, damn,
he always has
Daniel.
he always has a white sweatshirt, but like you don't know what brand it is.
Yeah.
It's just white.
I saw speaking of Kens, I saw a video of a woman, a lawyer, in an Uber, and the Uber driver had a mask on, and the whole time she was like, "Why are you wearing that thing? It's so stupid." And she's on the phone. She's like, "He's wearing a mask. It's so stupid. The virus is fake." And I'm like, the guy had her in his car for like 15, 20 minutes, and it's like the patience that he had to put up with her for that long. Oh my god! People just think that they can talk to people like that. That they're like that they're above it, and that these people are beneath them.
It's because less and less people have grown up watching people like Mr. Rogers as childhood TV.
Do you think we should clone, or we should do a CG Mr. Rogers to educate everyone?
I mean,
I just how to be a neighbor.
I just think kids shows need to teach people how to be nice again instead of just like keep their attention.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Hanks exists.
Tom Hanks is, I guess, currently Mr. Rogers still.
He just played Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was he was a advocate for public television.
Yeah.
And educational television, and it's like we definitely need that now.
I've seen the video of him at Congress, like
it makes you cry.
When they were about to cut funding entirely for public television.
Yeah.
And after his speech, they gave public television more money.
Yeah. We need a Mr. Rogers.
We do.
We need to reboot it and make it a woman.
Yes, Mrs. Rogers.
It should be Ms. Rogers.
Ms. Rogers, yes.
Yeah.
Just Rogers.
Make it a black woman, Ms. Rogers.
Yes, I agree.
There we go. Let's do it. Let's produce it and then pitch it to PBS.
PBS. And if they won't take it, NBC seems to take anything these days.
And then if not them, Netflix.
Yes.
It's a Hulu original.
It's a Crackle TV exclusive.
It's on CISO. Wait a minute.
It's a Tubi TV exclusive.
Pluto TV streaming 24 hours.
Pluto TV, I've looked through all of those channels, and not once have I seen a channel that I'm like, this is something worth watching.
You know what I watch? I watch the Celebrity Channel because they play old episodes of Flavor of Love and Rock of Love, like really nice. Terrible reality TV. If I just need to put it on and like have it in the background, it's nostalgic because that's not reality TV now.
No.
I don't know. The Real World is pretty bad.
They still have The Real World on television?
No, but from like 2000.
Oh, you mean the actual Real World?
Yeah. Like when The Miz was on The Real World.
Yes, Mike the Miz Mizanin.
Oh, I don't even think I've seen that one. I don't remember the last one that I cast that I saw.
He was in like the first or second season, right, Derek?
I don't know. I'm not a word. The only reality TV shows I watch are Cypher and Big Brother. So
I like competition shows, like food ones.
Ooh, one of my favorites is Guy's Grocery Games, just because Guy Fieri is so Guy Fieri.
I like Supermarket Supermarket
Sweep.
Yeah, 2000.
I like MasterChef Junior because it's Gordon Ramsay being nice to kids.
Yeah. I saw a commercial yesterday, I think. I was watching something on one of the Fox channels, and they were like, it's Gordon Ramsay 3 times a week.
Oh, but he's getting that money.
It's all just him being angry at something.
I do love it. I do love it when he yells at people.
But it's really nice when he's nice to people.
Yeah.
I always look out those clips first before I look up him being mean.
Because he really does have a heart of gold when he
does.
Shows it. It's tough love, and that's what I respond to.
Yes.
I hope to one day eat something cooked by Gordon Ramsay. It'd be fun.
I hope one day Gordon Ramsay eats something cooked by me, and then tells me what he thinks about it.
Yeah, I'd be really intimidated. I'd cook him a piece of salmon because that seems to be the thing that he's always very particular about.
I'd cook him a burger because I have a very specific way I cook burgers.
Oh.
Even though I don't eat meat anymore.
You don't eat meat anymore again?
Huh? What'd you say, Micah?
You're a vegetarian again?
I'm back on the vegan train. I took a break and then I gained like 40 pounds, so now I'm back on the vegan train.
All right. I mean, vegan's better for you.
I mean, the first time I did it, I lost like 25 pounds or so. And then I gained all of that back and then some.
Did you feel like eating vegan helps you mentally too? Like with the way you think and things like that?
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
Yeah, because people tell me that they go on a cleanse with just vegan and they're like, I feel like completely different.
Right.
Like, yeah, well, I'm going to keep eating my burgers.
I also cut off like all drinks that aren't my seltzers and like one coffee a day.
Oh.
If that.
You gotta have some kombucha. That's good.
I do like kombucha, but I don't have enough money to buy it regularly these days.
I cut out alcohol in my life, so I'm replacing it with kombucha.
Nice. Isn't there still like 1% or something, or like 0.1?
Yeah, I do it for the fermented stuff. See, this is a kombucha podcast now.
Yes, specifically.
I was telling you guys, you're always gonna feel like you're 23, but then your body's gonna like go like crazy on you. Yeah, I need to drink kombucha so that my stomach is okay.
Yes.
I'm just like
kombucha and kimchi. What?
I'm just like waiting for the day where like I'm 35 and like I eat like one too many burgers and then the next day I just can't. I'm waiting for that day to hit.
You're waiting to like eat your last burger and be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll eat the burger one day and you'll be like, this is it. Sweet bliss.
This is it.
You can just keep eating your burgers in moderation.
I don't know about that.
What do you like? What's that cartoon guy that eats burgers all the time? I mean, the burglar.
The Hamburglar?
Hamburglar.
Oh. Now that's... They used to have all those McDonald's cartoons on TV, right?
Yeah, all those other characters are like pretty much gone.
Yeah, they had like Ronald McDonald and Grimace and the Hamburglar. And now they like barely have Ronald.
Well, he's a clown.
That's true. Peak in 2017 when the apocalypse was just starting to be podcasted.
Yeah. Good thing I jumped on that before anyone else did.
Oh my God.
What are you guys going to do to avoid the apocalypse from happening? Because I'm getting old.
I have masks.
I mean...
is everyone registered to vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Vermont automatically registers you to vote, which I'm very thankful for.
That's great.
Micah, are we ready to play our fun game?
Yes,
yeah, what's this game?
It's a game. It's called The Price is Wack.
Okay.
Everyone knows how The Price is Right works, but that's a copyrighted term. So instead, it's The Price is Wack. It's just the most asinine things that you can find on eBay that you can spend real human dollars on.
Okay.
And so I'll just say I'll say an item, and then you and Derek try to guess the price either under or over it. I mean, don't guess over it because like that would defeat the purpose. Just guess under it or exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Do you need? And I can show pictures, and I can.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So the first item, very apt. It's a 1974 Topps 130 O.J. Simpson's Bills Hall of Fame Low Pop PSA 9 F2876770-046. It's a sports trading card.
Yeah. All right. I've written down my answer.
Do you want to know anything about it?
Does it have stains on it?
Oh, I gotta look at the picture.
Okay. Do you know what condition it's in? Is it in like near mint condition?
It says mint.
Does it have blood on it?
No, but
does the glove fit?
It is red.
That's funny.
Oh.
Oh, it's in a thing. What does the number say on that thing? There's a number on it.
I guess
does
it's
it say
like
8? Is it graded an 8?
No, that was a 9.
That was a 9. Okay. I know a little bit about how card grading works because of Magic the Gathering.
I know nothing, so I'm just gonna pull a number out of my butt.
All right. This is gonna seem very outlandish, but I feel like it's gonna be closer than.
All right, Derek, what's your number?
I've written down $1,000 US.
Interesting.
I was gonna be like $75.
Well, you can find the 1974 Topps number 130 O.J. Simpson's Bills Hall of Fame low pop PSA, a bunch of numbers and letters for $5.99.99.
Wow.
Wow.
So
That's really
Joanna
wrong.
has
You
won.
were really wrong.
Yeah, but he was closer technically.
Yeah. I figured it would be very expensive because it's still like a collectible football trading card, and there's people who are like
I don't know.
very into that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be some sort of thing to be like, do you have the rare collectible O.J. Simpson 19 whatever Bills card?
Somebody's just trying to sell that because like their dead dad had it and they don't want it anymore.
They have the bad omens are left in their house and they need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's actually O.J. Simpson owns every one of his own cards.
It's O.J. Simpson selling them.
Yeah, he's hunting down eBay. He's like, I need to collect all of them.
He needs to sell them for money for golf clubs.
What about golf balls?
Yeah, probably that too. I don't know how expensive those are.
You
They're
can always
really-
steal
they're
them
really
from the
cheap.
lake that's at the golf course too.
That's true.
All right, the next item, a cheaper by the dozen triple feature DVD 2007 3-disc set widescreen. So this includes the 1950s original Cheaper by the Dozen movie and the two Steve Martin Cheaper by the Dozen and Cheaper by the Dozen 2.
Oh my god. I'm gonna price that at $2,000.
That's what you're gonna price it at?
I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna guess that's a solid. I'm gonna guess $75 on that one.
And we're back! Oh my god!
And we're back.
Hey!
That's the curse of Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yeah.
Were you insulted by our bids?
That was it, definitely. Alright, now that we're going back, we're gonna return to the prices back. That's so much editing. So here is a Pac-Man or Mrs. restored original cocktail.
Micah, you never told us the price of Cheaper by the Dozen.
Oh,
You cut out before that.
I did, but I definitely cut out. It was $2.47.
Oh wow.
So none of you got it.
What's the point of listing something that cheap? You gotta pay for shipping.
Yes.
And there we go. Now we're improv.
Woohoo! We're improving.
So the next item is a Pac-Man or Mrs. restored original cocktail table video arcade game with warranty.
Oh,
wait, so are those like the tables that are Pac-Man, the game?
Yes.
Yeah, you find at bars.
Something
and stuff.
that you would find at maybe your children's dentist thing, like me.
Yeah, like the coffee table that is also Pac-Man.
It's not in box.
That's exactly what I thought it was.
Big.
That I've never liked those because they seem really inconvenient.
Yeah, but they look so fun.
They do, but they also look very inconvenient.
Okay, so how much do you think it is?
How much would you pay for inconvenience, Derek?
If it made my room look cool to a 7-year-old, then that sounded weird. I mean, like if it makes my room look like the Big Time Rush room is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
Probably $500. Did you ever watch Big Time Rush? They had like the coolest apartment in the world.
They had a swirly
I have not
slide.
seen that. No.
They had like an arcade and a slide.
Oh.
It's past your time.
I'm gonna say it's $799. $799.
What'd you say, Derek?
I said 500.
Well, you can find the Pac-Man or Mrs. restored original cocktail table video arcade game with warranty for $24.50.
What?
$24,000
$2,450.
Dang.
Yeah,
That is a second point for Joanna. Derek,
that's
the
$50 cheaper than the Kid Rock Wrestling Championship.
Derek, you can tie now.
I can tie?
Yes. Because
Ooh.
there's 2 items left. All right, the next item is a Microsoft Zune Black 80 gigabytes new battery.
Oh, God.
Wait, a Zune with a new battery?
Yes, but it itself is not new.
Of course it's not new.
Is there music already on it?
That's besides the point.
Did you ever know any of the Zune people who swore by Zune being better than
My dad
Apple?
was one of them, and he made me have a Zune video.
Let me say $8.
Look, here's a picture before you guess.
Oh, that's one of the newer Zunes.
A Noon, if you will.
That's one of those Zunes that's like almost an iPod Touch.
Yeah, that's what I had.
I'm gonna say that is still gonna go for like $40.
40?
40.
What'd you say, Joanna?
$8.
Well, you can find Microsoft Zune Black 80 gigabytes new battery for $139.99.
Just get yourself an iPhone.
Honestly, with a new battery, I feel like for a Zune, that's still a little bit reasonable. Like, if I was someone who was like, I want to pay for a Zune, I would be okay with paying that much for it.
I don't even know how you put music on it. I guess you download their software and then you buy
have an
music?
app. They have an app, and then they have, like, their own store. But you could also, like, rip MP3s and put them on there.
Oh.
It's like a worse iTunes.
The good old days when you downloaded something off of LiveWire and it came with both the song and a virus.
I used to download stuff off of Napster.
Honestly, like, I think the world just installed something off of LiveWire, and that's where the coronavirus came from.
So you had I had LimeWire.
Well, it was LimeWire, because I had FrostWire, too. That was, like, the one that came almost directly after it.
The days of Napster, the pioneering of pirating.
Yes,
when Metallica threw a fit.
That's what I was going to say, when getting sued by Metallica was cool.
Yeah.
All right. The last item is a 40 by 30 by 15 commercial inflatable advertising tent event expo show party we finance.
Oh gosh.
Wait,
what does it look like?
Did you say we finance?
That's the title of the thing.
Oh, it's big.
Like W-E finance or
yes,
like W-I-I finance?
W-E space finance.
Okay. I thought you were saying, like, the name of an off-brand video game called Wii Finance. Where you just,
so it's a tent for events?
You know, I think it's more of a gazebo type.
It looks like a bouncy house without the bounce.
It could be.
Is that what being an adult is like? Is just the bouncy house without the bounce?
It's the bouncy house.
No, it's just instead of like inflatable columns, they have pikes on them and like sticks.
Oh yeah.
They're like a regular house with knives. That's adulthood.
All right. Can I make a very wild guess based off of what I know about how they do things on Craigslist?
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of Craig, our Friday. This will definitely already be aired, but Friday our game show comes out.
Yes, we are having our second installment of our game show. I'm gonna guess that this technically on eBay is $0.
Interesting.
Because that's how they do it on Craigslist for things that you like have to finance and talk to someone about.
We finance is not like guess a number. It's not $0.
Say 3,000.
I'll throw out 2,400.
2,400.
That number's speaking to me.
Well, the 40 by 30 by 15 commercial inflatable advertising tent event expo show party we finance is $15,900.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Free shipping though.
That's like she said
free shipping? Nice.
Yeah.
How do they ship that? Do you buy that and then it's like your eBay shipment will be coming soon and then just like plop it on your front lawn?
Well, just like how you'll pay for it, it'll come in installments.
Nice. Did I win, Micah?
No. I believe Joanna won 3-1.
I did?
Yes.
I don't know. Did I win anything?
You You won our admiration. I think
You
that's
looked
enough.
around the room for something and
Yeah.
couldn't find anything.
I mean, do you want this matchbook car? This matchbox
sure.
car? Yeah.
What color is the car? I can't even
Yeah, you didn't show the car. I don't think you have a car there. I think you're lying to us.
Is it just an empty thing?
No, it's not. It's
yellow with...
It's got pink
That is
insides.
pretty good.
That looks
That's
like
nice.
something Guy Fieri would be.
It's a
very
Lamborghini
interested in.
Diablo.
Oh,
Which means Lamborghini Devil for English-speaking audience.
nice. Well, I feel accomplished today.
Right? You worked out and you won a meaningless game.
It was fun. I had a great time, and I have no concept of money, so I'm surprised that I won.
I have no concept of money too.
That's why I don't win ever.
They don't teach you concept of money because they want you to be in debt.
Yes. Also, they want you to do good at tests so that they can look good.
Yeah.
Dropping knowledge bombs, guys.
Yeah.
This is now specifically woke.
Specifically.
That's our NPR show.
Not specifically woke.
Specifically woke.
You still gotta spread that logo, that voting slogan around your friends' circles.
That's what we should do. We should just become like a political show.
We should. You know, Micah, can we try to get someone political on our podcast? Can you message Joe Biden?
Oh man, you should get Joe Biden on your show. I think he'd be great. He would definitely win the game.
Oh no, definitely he doesn't know what a gallon of milk costs. He hasn't bought groceries.
Yeah, you should tell him, like, you should try to find out if he knows, like, what the price of everyday things, like filling your gas tank.
The price of gas.
Groceries for a week.
Is gas still super expensive in New York, like it usually is?
Honestly, I haven't filled my gas tank in a while, and I haven't even been paying attention to it because I haven't been driving.
That's fair. Gas at home has been like $1.99.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like $1.63 near me.
Dang.
Wow.
And that's moving up. Like it was like $1.49 at like the lowest.
Well, they were feeling optimistic about the summer, and now not so much.
It always happens before an election year too, so I feel like it'll be like $1 in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they also have a huge stockpile now.
That's true.
Because people aren't using it and planes aren't flying and things like that.
Yeah.
Which means we don't need it.
Who needs gas?
Yeah, who needs planes?
Dinosaurs lived a hard enough life already.
I know, we don't have to turn them into gas.
Let's give them some slack for a couple million years.
We'll harness the energy of the sun.
Yes.
Yeah, why
don't people think that's more badass? Like, we're going to harness the energy of the sun and the wind. We're going to command it. And everyone thinks it's...
They're afraid the sun's going to run out.
What am I going to do at night?
I hate it. What happens is it stores up energy during the day.
No, but there's no sun. And I'm driving in the sun.
What happens when the sun inevitably disappears?
Just like it always does every once in a while?
Yeah, every like 16 hours, it just like whoosh, goes away.
Well,
unless you're in Alaska.
In theory, it's enough power to generate a lot of energy over like a small amount of time.
But in sightseeing,
but it goes away.
Micah, what are we at for recording time? Minus the like 5 minutes that you were gone for.
Definitely an hour 10.
Okay. Because I have to do that thing.
Yes. Oh shit, we do have to do that thing.
Yes.
All right.
What thing?
We have a friend group event that we have to go to.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to keep you from your friend group. I think there's pizza waiting for me.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I think I'm having steak.
I had vegan pizza for dinner.
Oh, nice.
Steak tips.
Steak tips?
Yeah.
Nice.
But with like mashed potatoes that my mom is like making. Not out of the box. So
before we end this podcast, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
If you would like to find out more about me, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JOPincushion. And if you go into my Instagram link, you'll find links to my podcast, Apocalypse Now, and my web series, Mesamorta. And yeah, that's pretty easy, right?
I would
Yeah.
say so.
Do the kids Instagram?
I think that's still a thing.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I don't think they've caught on that it's owned by Facebook yet.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Although it says when you open it up from Facebook.
Yeah, now it's like a thing. They're trying to market themselves as like the cool dad.
Yeah. Micah, do you have anything to plug before we're done?
No.
Yes, you do. Well, we already plugged it.
Yeah, the game show, but this will already be out by the time.
Yeah, but go watch it. It's a lot of fun.
Go watch it.
We'll probably be doing a new one soon in the future anyways.
Yeah, with special guest Joe Biden, maybe. Who knows? We're trying to get OJ on the podcast and the game show.
Yeah, we've messaged OJ twice now on Twitter.
You gotta find his manager.
He has a manager still?
Probably, yeah.
No.
That is the bravest person.
Yeah.
The true heroes.
We need to
Hold on. I have IMDb Pro. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it.
Yes.
We just get David Dobrik.
I can tell you who he's represented by.
Who's O.J. Simpson represented by?
Who's Gus Johnson?
Besides his lawyer.
I found it. I just gotta go through. Oh, he has no contact info. I guess
That's funny.
His external links are his Twitter handle. He has 2 official websites. He has a TikTok. Do you know he has a TikTok?
Oh man.
Wait, here.
Hold on.
That's impressive.
OJ32 Simpson is the name of his TikTok handle.
I'm a big fan because, like, OJ Simpson doing any type of dance is amazing.
Yes.
I think OJ gets it. I think OJ gets millennial humor.
I think OJ is just trying to get people to forget that he murdered his wife.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We're not trying. Mr. Simpson, I think that you are perfectly innocent in that crime at least.
You might have killed Ron Goldman, guys.
But maybe.
Mr. Simpson, let's talk golf, man.
Yeah, let's talk Leslie Nielsen. Let's talk Naked Gun 2.
Well,
2.5.
if you don't get a hold of him on Twitter, you can try TikTok.
Yes.
How many DMs do you think he gets a day?
A lot, probably. He probably turns them off.
How many DMs do you think he gets that aren't like, "Hey, you killed someone"?
Oh, all but us.
There's the one that's from you is probably like the only nice one, and it's buried by all the ones of people.
Right.
We have to tweet at him next time. We can't just DM him.
We should tweet at him next time.
You got to do it consistently.
Yes, we got to start posting it on Reddit, like messaging OJ every day until he goes on our podcast.
What are you gonna ask him if he goes on your podcast?
We're gonna ask him about golf and nothing else.
We're gonna ask him about golf and nothing else because that would be so funny.
That's more funny than asking him real questions.
Whatever you say.
Yes.
And then we'll say we're not recording. Like, OJ, why did you kill Ron Goldman?
Yeah, get him Robert Durst style.
Now, OJ, if you did it.
I'm not saying that you did, but if you did, how?
Right.
I would just legitimately ask him, like, why did you write a book? Like, don't you think that actually makes it more guilty?
Yeah, those are good questions. That's a good question. I would ask him what it was like filming Naked Gun, and then hit him with the hard questions.
Right.
How's Leslie Nielsen? Do you keep in contact with him?
Do you keep in touch?
When was the last time you went to Mezzaluna?
Did he visit you in prison?
What's your golf game like? Did you kill those 2 people?
Do you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
What's your favorite part of Twitter?
Yeah, does he watch the Kardashians? I'd be interested to know that.
Did you watch the ESPN documentary about you?
Did you watch the Ryan Murphy drama?
I'm watching that right now. I have the DVDs, and I have
really
the book
good.
that it's based off of. I think that show's so good.
Yeah. Sterling K. Brown is awesome.
Courtney B. Vance is amazing.
Yeah.
I now have a new respect for him.
Well, from all of us here at Specifically Devoid, thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.